ready to go. Map 2, Daybreak. Naama says go.
Yep.
TLO says ha 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 go. So let's go.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The next match right here on GSL Daybreak. Those of you who want to set up your own tournaments, remember that on the EU side, this is the Team Clash version of GSL_Daybreak, because we know there's 5,000 versions of every map.
Yeah.
Bit of a pain.
And I do like this map choice. It's a long map, so ground attacks will not be that good. But the way that Naama likes to play, Hellions are pretty fast and Medivacs can fly. That may be a prediction.
Your prediction is that Medivacs can fly. My God, this is why we bring you into tournaments. This. Oh no.
Alright, so it's remake.
Okay, we're remaking. TLO accidentally picked Terran. I guess that's kind of muscle memory, I suppose.
Or he just didn't choose Zerg. Let me get this going.
Yeah. It's not ideal. We're not looking for a TVT here.
No.
As much as the TVT from TLO is quite entertaining.
It is. It is fun.
He's a good Terran player, certainly.
Alright, so just getting these invites in with everybody in, and let's hope that he does choose the correct race. You are not playing, TLO is playing.
Yeah, it's probably best that I don't go against Naama. I wouldn't be able to hold that.
Alright, accept your invite and let's go.
Alright.
Alright.
Here we go, folks. Right, we are starting once again on GSL Daybreak, and TLO is now the correct race.
Yes, and I'm actually checking that. I will continue to check that. So once again, by the way, if anybody wants to follow Naama, everybody knows TLO at Dario Wunch, if you can never spell his name, on Twitter.
That's the problem, isn't it? And TLO asks, why don't I have as many Twitter followers? Because nobody can spell your name, Dario.
Exactly.
That's why.
So go ahead on facebook.com/NaamaSC2. Go follow him, of course, and tell him you love him and hope he can keep up and win this series versus TLO.
Indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to bring you East Sahara's Naama. He is in the red trunks. He is playing Terran to the southwest of the GSL Daybreak versus his opponent, Team Liquid's TLO. He is in the blue trunks and he is playing Zerg to the northeast.
And I don't even think in my notes that I actually spelled Dario's last name correct, so I couldnch even give you his Twitter. You'd have to go
How do you
find
pronounce
it yourself.
that? Anyway, it's like Wunch. Wunch? Yeah,
I don't know.
I think it's
at Dario WUENSCH, I think, and then obviously his streams are Liquid TLO, Twitch TV. Go check those guys out, of course.
Yep.
After the tournament, go support them.
Definitely.
And obviously, let's see what Naama's going to do. And I really do think that he's going to do something a little bit more funky, because this map is kind of hard to scout. It is a very big map. So in terms of scouting, this single overlord has got a long way to go. It's already making its way down. It will be able to get to the main, but not until like the 6-minute mark. It's got like a 5-minute travel distance. The second overlord just leaving the base, that's never going to scout anything aside from a third base. So that is the chosen overlord. Will TLO be able to get in there and read what Naama's doing? Because Naama could do anything, man. He could actually go aggressive, or he could actually go CC first. Like, it is so impossible to read this guy.
Yeah, Naama's very, very scary in that regard, and he has caught a lot of people off guard with the DreamHack performance. But TLO seems to have his number at the moment, and he was just an incredible hole. I don't think either of us really knew where that was going to go.
Yeah.
I think what really made the difference is that last Baneling hit.
Yeah, that Baneling hit, which he could have prevented it.
Yes, he could have,
because he just
definitely
moves back and target the Banelings down really fast. But the thing is, he didn't move back.
Yeah,
he just stayed still and target fired. You need to target fire, move back, target fire. That's like 2 Banelings. That's how you do it. You target fire, move back, target fire the second one.
Yep. That's
actually really hard to do. And unless you're like an FPS player that has accuracy incredibly good, like MVP, probably plays Counter-Strike in his spare time after winning WCG, just goes around killing people, one-shotting people all over the time.
I hear that Naama plays League of Legends in his off time now.
Gotta have accuracy, man. And look at this. Actually, we see Naama deciding, saying, no, you cannot steal my gas.
It's mine.
The thing is, I'm why are you doing that? Because the kind of style he likes to play, Marine, Medivac, and Marine, Medivac, and Hellions, you don't need the second gas. So, like, I don't know why he tried to save that, unless it's just mind trickery.
It could be like I'm gonna go two bolt Banshee, for instance. I'm gonna 2-bolt uncloaked Banshee. That TLO doesn't know. As he said, they've not really played in tournament before. They have met on ladder before.
Yeah.
TLO's not certain as to Naama's style, and I don't think anyone is at the minute, really.
And to be honest, I would have much preferred actually the first refinery taken should have been the other one. Even though it's like a very minute detail, the reason why, if you look at the minimap, for example, you can see that the left one's taken, not the right one. The right one, it's always good to scout the second gas. Is it there or not?
Yeah.
And the reason why it would have been better to take the one on the right is because the Overlord's going to go in and say, oh, second gas has not been taken now. If the gas is on the other side, the Oval is going to have a lot harder time going to actually find the refinery. So, you know, that's just a minor detail that could have been changed within Naama's build, but people just go ahead and be like, SR build refinery. They don't really think about that exactly. But then, nevertheless, we do have Marines coming out first, then the factory. We actually may not even see a switch. It may actually just be a reactor coming down on the factory here. So we'll see. And we could actually see this Marine Hellion minivac play. We'll have to see, does he build that reactor or does he lift up? He can
Let's
do
find
both.
out right about now. Okay, there's a lift up right there, and yes, it will be a reactor Hellion right there for the time being.
And there's the starport. There comes another reactor on the barracks, I'm going to guess. When he gets 50 gas, of course, doesn't quite have it. And he's actually just going to build a Marine. Doesn't really need to. But basically, what we're going to be seeing here is early aggression with Medivac, Hellion, and Marines. Basically, the Hellions are so fast that they can go anywhere, so it doesn't matter about the distances between bases, and Marines can go in a Medivac, so it can get there super fast as well. And TLO might bank on the fact that this is a big map, and he may not be ready. Though he does have 3 Queens, he does have a Spine Crawler down. He's actually been in gas for a long time here. What is TLO doing? He's at 200 gas. Basically, if he doesn't throw down a Bailey Nest or anything right now, then he's going to either go Lair, which we're going to see now, and just go for super fast Mulisks.
Yeah, and that's probably a good idea considering what he's up against. He'll be able to shut that down fairly effectively. However, there is this time window where he doesn't really have much, and that's a problem. That can be easily exploited. I like the creep spread right here by TLO. Very, very good creep spread indeed, and he can start to force that forward. It'll give him a lot of control. And Hellions are gonna be on creep the entire time for any kind of engagement around this area, so that's gonna make things very, very unpleasant here for Naama.
And let's have a look at Naama. There's the Medivac. So basically where he can go to is the... Oh, Ling's doing a lot of damage here. The Hellions are going to win the fight. The thing is, go like at this north, like 1 o'clock base, he can bunny hop over into the main base. Like that's an ideal location for Naama to try this out with, which I think he's going to do, because he can drop the Marines, come back, pick up the Hellions, put them back in. He may just go straight up the front, which is a little bit more risky because he's on creep. So we'll have to see which way he does. But look at this TLO actually flanking around with these Lings. He's not going to have them to defend, but he could do a lot of damage to these SCVs. Yeah,
potentially. We've got the Hellions right now looking to try and deny the creep tumor, but they haven't been able to do that. It goes up nonetheless.
Hellions and Marines in the main base, Hellions on the natural.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. How much damage can be done? There's the drop, as you can see up to the top right there. Hellions are now moving into that mineral line, trying to do damage. You get a good Queen block off right there. Single one goes down. There's the drop up to the top. TLO charging all of these. Oh, that was, he lost quite a lot there. And
good pickup. Good pickup. 13 drones killed. Let's get third command center building as well. As long as he doesn't die to a counterattack. He's actually miles ahead from TLO right now. TLO's thrown down double evolution chamber and an incredibly fast infestation pit, not a spire. He has got nothing aside from Lings to defend against this right now. Naama's got himself a great lead.
He does, but of course this tech switch from TLO could catch him off guard. He's not perhaps expecting that to happen. And TLO did throw away drones there unnecessarily. You saw a lot of drones just charging one by one into the gunfire. Maybe they just didn't want to live anymore. This is actually the the equivalent of the Chinese iPad factory just for Zerg. I can't do it. I just can't do it. But whatever the case, the Naama push has done some damage. Good harassment there, and Naama does have the SCV lead.
And 2 more barracks, 2 more reactors have been thrown down for Naama, so he's going to really ramp up that Marine production. He does want to be starting tanks soon. Against this Ling Infestor style, you do need the tanks to come out, especially if Banelings do come into the build as well. But he throws double engineering bay down too. That's another good thing too, is against Ling Infestor, if you don't want to use tanks, you actually don't have to. As long as you have pure big amounts of Marines and you spread them well, if you don't get caught with a single fungal growth, like 20 Marines, 1 fungal growth, you actually get a lot more cost-effective use out of your Marines and so on than you would do anything else. So that's something we may actually see a lot from here, because he's only on 1 factory right now, hasn't even started the second.
Yeah, and we've got the Spine Crawlers now deploying, but some damage is certainly being done to this Queen. He wants to try and sneak past that and do some damage to the middle line, but there isn't actually a middle line to do damage to, so he'll be pushed back there for the moment. A quick pick up there, once again, with that medevac control. Very, very nice here by Naama.
Yeah, there was a drop in the main base, but immediately shut down. Like, nothing was done up there as well. But TLO's not really scouting well right now. He doesn't know about the 3rd command center being built early. He doesn't know about it being actually mined from, and that's now going to become a planetary fortress. So it's fortified, it's stable, nothing TLO can do to stop that aside from mutas. There is a turret there, so even borrowed infestors are not going to work. So Naama's in really good shape right now. Double upgrades coming. We'll want to throw down that armory very, very shortly to go directly into 2-2. And TLO does have infestors out, which are going to clean this up, but he has no map presence with infestors. He can't do anything to harass Naama's economy, and slowly but surely we're seeing the supply just go too far ahead for Naama.
Yeah, that's not nice at all. Once the Terran reaches critical mass, so we'll be seeing drops everywhere. We'll be seeing just a big push up the center as well, which TLO really can't handle at this point. Now, I think that the saving grace for him is perhaps going to be the fact that Naama's just going to stick around and upgrade, but he is going to now move to the front, and will he decide to push out with this? I don't think so. He doesn't have combat shields, he doesn't have +1, it seems kind of pointless. Maybe a drop, but aside from that, the TLO does have a few minutes to prepare for this. Now going to run right into a planetary fortress. He responds very quickly, and now of course knows that this is being mined from.
And yeah, I was going to say the only thing TLO can do now is he has to go to Hive. He can't stay at this tech right now because he can't fight. Naama, if he can just hold the middle, Zarnoga Tower, siege up here, he can actually take a really fast fourth as well. So as long as he holds this position, he shouldn't really want to push. If he pushes, he's going to lose everything. He doesn't have that. He's playing for the late game. He's added on 2 more factories. He's added on 2 more barracks. He's not looking to push. He's not throwing his money into his army right now. He's throwing it into late game. He's about to throw his money into upgrades as well. So the way that Naama wants to play is he just wants to stabilize. Even trying to hold the Zarnog Tower is a bit of a risk because you can just get surrounded and killed so easily. So he has to be super careful.
Yes, he does. No real doubt about that. TLO's going to try and flank around once again, but it doesn't matter. He'll be able to see that there's no fourth up to the top. He may even be able to spot maybe a drop coming across here, but he can't go to the third. He can't, because he'll just die instantly, and that's really problematic. He's going to see the Viking. That could be a grab right here for TLO if he wants, but really wasting that much energy for one Viking?
Yeah, he's going to do it. I mean,
we'll see.
I guess that there is a drop coming down now, which has been spotted by TLO. I mean, he's seen it multiple times with the hatchery and lings, but I don't think he actually was looking at it because he was dealing with the Vikings. So this third base could be into a lot of damage.
He's moved to the wrong position. He's moved to the wrong position. He went to try, and he thought that Naama was going to try and deny the fourth. That's not actually what's happened here. Naama's decided to get aggressive onto the natural, but that was shut down with bare minimal losses.
And at the same time, a hatchery cancelled in the middle of the map as well here by TLO. He's got to be careful. I mean, Naama, so he's got to be careful. This is why you can't push out right now. You're playing for the late game. Got to be so careful with your units.
Yeah, do not get fungal growth of that size. And
another drop. The Medivac actually with only 22 hit points is going to drop this base, and this base is actually going to die. Even though it's about to be finished, TLO doesn't have the units right now.
Yeah, he doesn't, and there's the cancellation. That is not good.
So 3 base versus 3 base for a very long time. Ghosts are on the way now to deal with late game Broodlords and Ultras and so on. Actually, Snipe's actually pretty good against Ultras, surprisingly.
It's not bad, yeah.
And so right now, Naama is playing so well, and TLO not doing so good. He needs a 4th base. He needs the gases. He's at 2-2 upgrades. He's doing well with his upgrades, but where is his units? He literally has, in the unit tab, 95 lings, 10 infested, so very, very mineral heavy. This army is about to get surrounded, though, by TLO. He's going to kill everything here.
Yeah, Naama needs to get a good position. He doesn't get the deployment quite up in time. The lings are now in their massive fungal growth to the back, and the TLO smashing his way through that, losing basically no infestors as well. Excellent cleanup here by TLO.
Yeah, loses a single infestor. There is a drop in the main base at the same time, though, abusing the fact that TLO is so spread out. Naama's playing very good in this game.
Yeah, he is. He's sending a you don't want to do that. You absolutely do not want to do that. I did this on ladder. It's terrible. If you throw just small amounts of lings at this, then this force just doesn't die. Now, finally, he's got enough to actually pick this up, but certainly some damage done. Denying gas mining, which actually is really sensible, considering he's going against Hive Tech here, and this base is almost mined out, but there's still gas available from that extractor.
And once again, we've seen another push down. This is getting a little bit risky, though, moving through, because there's still a lot of infestors, still a lot of energy. As soon as these Marines go down, the Lings are just going to clean up these tanks so fast, so he has to really be careful. And he is dropping into the main base once again, and there is nothing here. The Greatest Spire is in danger, the evolution chambers as well, even the infestation pit.
Yeah, that's messy, and he tries to go in there before everything drops, but that was a big loss. In the meantime, the engagement right there, some damage done to these tanks, and the force is not quite powerful enough, but he can still smash this hatchery, so it doesn't really matter too much. This drop has done significant damage again as well.
And the drop was cleaned up, though. I mean, he killed a queen, killed a few drones, but didn't lose any of his tech. But once again, the 4th base is getting stabbed by by Naama to TLO. Once again, it's going down. Still 3 base versus 3 base. 4th command center has been built somewhere, and the main base is now going to hold the middle. If that middle gets established, if that becomes a planetary fortress, TLO has to say GG. I mean, he's in such a horrible position economically. The upgrades are down. His army is down. 3-3, it's on its way as well. Now we have Ghost with Cloak out. The Ghost count is at 0 right now, but they are coming out with Cloak as well. Things are getting so difficult for TLO right now. He needs to crush this army.
Yes, he absolutely does. A lot of workers killed by Naama, and a lot of economic damage done by Naama. Naama with the lead in terms of his worker count as well. This is tricky, isn't it? And here is the jog up, just a casual
base.
A casual saunter up to that, and well, that wasn't even cancelled either, so that's a big loss as well. So this is not looking good at all, and great positioning here by Naama as well. I'm liking that an awful lot, preventing it around. He's got to try and smash at the middle now, and he's got to. I mean, he's got to crush this army, and then he's got to prevent that fourth. It's got to be destroyed, because if not, this is going to just get absolutely horrendous for TLO.
Exactly, and Broodlords are going to help, but there's only 3 because he doesn't have the gas to have that many. And look at the amount of Marines. 3-3 is literally 30 seconds, 40 seconds away from completing now. The planetary fortress is up. Can these Broodlords break through? I don't think they can. Cloak is now with his ghost, can start sniping.
Oh, TLO, no, doesn't want to be there. Ooh. That's a terrible place to be.
Nice fungals.
Yeah, he did. Oh, yes, he did.
Wow.
That was a lot of damage done there. TLO actually baits him in there, in fact, and is able to smash the lot of Marines. He's got to finish the Marines off. If he can break through this, then he'll be in a great position, but I don't think he's got the unit count for it.
There's only 4 Marines. Naama's not macroing properly. There's only 4 Marines being made at a single time, and a lot of these reactors are not building 2 Marines at a single time. I don't even think he has that high of a barracks count, to be honest. This is actually a little bit bad there from Naama, because he's not being able to actually max out. His money is incredibly high. Macro slipping up a little bit here. His production scaling not amazing here, but he has established and held the middle, though. That is a lot more important. So I expect to see a lot more barracks thrown down, or at least building consistently. He's still not building anything right now. Maybe he doesn't want to build any Marines, just wants to focus purely on Ghost and Viking. Maybe a reason for that. But there we are, a drop shut down immediately here.
Nice
good catch by good catch by TLO there to get that, and that will go down.
Yeah, there shouldn't really be a problem with that. And it's not going to seriously get away. Wow. TLO, come on. He's got actually. No, too late. Oops. Ouch.
That was a miss.
TLO is not feeling good about that. That, by all rights, should have gone down. We've got a nuke on the way as well for Naama here, just getting one out, because you never know when it might come in handy. And he's in such a good spot at the minute.
Yeah, he's upgrading the building armor. Because he's got so much money, right? He's going to be maxed out. He might as well just get every upgrade. He's getting the building armor.
It's also a really good choice against Broodlords as well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the planetary fortress is just going to be that much stronger. We also have the high auto tracking for the turrets and the planetary fortress as well to make them be able to shoot further. Nukes as well to be able to hold positions.
Because hey, why not?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't even have any bunkers, but let's go. I mean, okay, he is going to build a bunker in the center of the map now, so he's going to just fortify this middle position with sensor towers and bunkers, realizing that as long as he's on 5 bases and TLO's on 3, 4, he just has to stop TLO expanding, and he will naturally just go into the late game and win.
Yep, Viking count is really high as well, so any kind of Broodlord pressure, I think, is going to get shut down. I'm kind of surprised not to see an Ultralisk switch at this point, really, simply because the Viking count's so high. He's already got +3 melee, so you know, that supports an Ultralisk push very, very well indeed. And he's got +2 carapace, so could very easily go for +3. But I don't think maybe he's starved for resources at this point.
Yeah, he definitely is starved for resources. Switching over to Ultralisk is a heavy, you know, it costs a lot of money. And the fact is that it's actually not that bad to be able to switch for Naama, because he's already got tech labs, he's building ghosts, he can very easily go into Marauders. And the thing what TLO wants to focus on, while this nuke is actually going on the bottom right, is that he wants to focus on just, this is never going to work because there's fungal. He missed? Does he not see where the ghost is? Yeah, he doesn't see where the ghost is, so he actually has to pull.
He missed, yeah.
He didn't see it walk on there, so a little bit of damage, not that much, but he can go back to mining now. But the thing is, basically what TLO wants to do is just overwhelm with Overlords and Corruptors. If he can hit Fungal Growths on the Ghosts and onto the Vikings, then he could actually still win the fight overall. It just, he has to hit the Fungal Growths, basically.
Yep, and we see, you know, some of these fungals have been really good from TLO, some have been definitely not so good. Burrowed Infestors on the way. Neo Steel Bunker, very, very rare to see that. Oh, this could actually be a little bit unpleasant.
They're not sieged up, so if the tanks were sieged up, and unfortunately turret is there as well.
The turret, If he'd actually got a big fungal layer, he could have wasted. I mean, he could have done damage. He could have wasted a ton of medevac energy there as well. But whatever the case, that he does at least know exactly where his opponent's army is and what it consists of. So we'll see. It's still a very tense situation right here.
Another nuke going on to the bottom right-hand side on Infestors. I don't even know if TLO actually sees it. I'm just going to try and look at his vision. He doesn't know where it is. He's looking around every single base.
The Overlord.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know where it is. He's looking.
Oh, he's fortunate not to get hit on all those Overlords. But
3 Infestors, about 12 drones maybe. I was actually looking in his vision. He has no idea where these nukes are going off. And we see another one going down. He's going crazy. He has no idea. He can't see the red dot. He finally sees it now, and he is moving all the overlords out of position. He does finally spot that one. But it's hard, man. It's like a pin drop in a stack of hay. It's really hard to find sometimes.
Yeah, definitely, and TLO losing a bunch of lava there, which actually is, you know, that's okay, but I think his TLO's maxed out anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Fusion Core going down right here for Naama. He's actually going to go for that, and two armories going down as well. That's 3 more nukes going for Naama. Naama is just going to be dropping these all over the place and trying to catch TLO out of position. And this is going to be fun because we're going to have to try and keep track of these damn things.
There goes another one, and it is to the bottom right once again. Let's see if TLO knows exactly where this one is. Yes, he does know where this one is. So, oh, does he see the red dot though? He should do. He does see the ghost, so it's going to be cleaned up.
Yep. That missed completely, so not too bad. Just a little bit.
Another ghost is at the north side, so I guess this one's going to launch one here as well, but not really going to be able to achieve much. Just a bit of, I'm just going to nuke all game, you know?
Well, pretty much. I mean, just, you know, he's nuking TLO. He steals us the 6-racks build, and now he's nuking everywhere. This is pretty much TLO in a nutshell. It's definitely not very efficient, but Naama eventually may catch the army out of position.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, if TLO is like, where is it, and tries to move stuff, he moved 12 drones into one before because he didn't know where it was, so... wow, Vikings getting strong. +2 armor on the way. Ship weapons as well. Another nuke in the center of the map.
Yep.
And that's not really going to do anything once again. He is denying creep spread a little bit though, because he is killing creep tumors with this. But
yeah, he doesn't want to move anything into that. That would be unpleasant. He gets out of the way. He spotted it.
2 more creep tumors go down.
Well, that's definitely an efficient trade. A nuke for 2 creep tumors.
And a drop into the main base. Another nuke at the same location that has been picked up. Another nuke could potentially come down to the bottom right very, very shortly. But drop in the main base. Going to get shut down here once again. Naama is taking this north base though. TLO, this is like, I mean, we talked about how TLO cannot let Naama take the middle. He cannot let Naama take this one. This is like,
there's
impossible.
There's underneath it, and there's no way for him to actually get there. So it doesn't matter in any respect. In fact, he's like, no, you're not having that.
Well, they're not upgraded Infested Terrorists.
No,
this is not going to work.
It doesn't matter, especially against a building armored command center. But yeah, this game is a silly passive situation right now, and we're having a battle cruiser transition, which is extremely weird against Zerg. Honestly, it's very odd.
Yeah, but it's going to be good though because he just doesn't have enough. I mean, the Corruptors are currently at 7, but the upgrades are at +1. The battle cruisers are going to be so heavily upgraded. Fungal Growth doesn't do that much damage to them either. So this is going to be tough, man. When battle cruisers come up, he actually needs to lose supply though. That's the one thing I'm worried about because he's at 200, only 1 battle cruiser making.
Yeah, he's got to bleed it somewhere. He's got 91 SCVs. He should bleed it from there.
Yeah, here they come at the north side to get rid of them so he can build some more.
Yeah, you guys are getting your early retirement, and this is your gift.
Yeah, not nice.
Not exactly, no. You get some information about the position of TLO there as well. They might even... Well, no real damage is going to be done there. TLO deliberately moves his lings away because there's no point. And now he's going to try to apply pressure to this, and good luck. There's 2 planetary fortresses there with building armor and high-sec auto tracking upgrades. And that's going to be difficult to deal with.
Drop in the bottom right now, picked up once again by TLO, so instantly shut down. Nice catch there once again by TLO, but he's still, you know, his strategy right now is I'm going to build as many Brutals as I can, and then I have to rely on Fungal Growth. It's still the same strategy, and he can't attack until he has a good enough Broodlord count. The problem is I'm really sure he has no idea about battle cruisers whatsoever, and he doesn't. He has no idea this is coming.
Single
so
marine in the corner
difficult.
is just chewing its way through the mineral line because it didn't get picked up, and now finally gets a drone surround. But a nice efficient marine there.
Well, 7 kills, yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Is TLO going to come crashing down? This could be.
Surely he must. He's got to. I mean, he's got an army. His 2
army planetary fortress bunkers though.
Ooh, EMP misses right there. Tries to EMP those. Snipes go off as well. I mean, there's also the real risk of, like, well, the thing is, nukes probably aren't going to go down. There's so many Overseers. There's 14 Overseers on the map right now. Funnily enough, he's not actually using them to contaminate or anything, but yeah, he's got so much money just to turn into Overseers. A bunch of queens. He's going to creep spread right up to the front door.
Yeah, so basically what TLO is going to try and do here is use Broodlords as kind of siege to start breaking down the center here.
Yeah.
And then we'll slowly, once broken through, we'll pull everything else, pull the Lings and the Infestors and so on. But these battle cruisers is going to be a bit of a shock.
Well, yeah.
And now he knows.
BCs is not what you would usually expect in this situation, honestly. In fact, this game is getting a little weird.
Indeed it is, and Ghosts are not going to be as effective because of so many Fungal Growths and so many Overseers and so on, but the Battlecruiser Viking combination, you know, he's even getting the weapon refit as well.
Cannon, very good for picking up Broodlords.
Exactly, so this is tough, and the upgrades for these ships are just so good. +3 is on the way, +2 plating is on the way. TLO does manage to get this base up though, but where is that nuke? And it is in... I don't know. Is it like self-nuked himself? I don't know. Okay, there it is, so just on the left-hand side.
Yep.
Not really going to be able to do much. I know, it kills all his ghosts. I'm like, well, guys...
Well, yeah, this is the standard kill all my ghosts transition right here, as you can see. Naama, that would be insane, but yeah. He's just putting down a couple of nukes here and there, just defensive nukes to zone off his opponent, and maybe TLO wanders into them, yeah?
He's got to be so careful with these Vikings. They are so clumped up that if he gets fungal growth, that's trouble. And here comes TLO, and these auto-tracking turrets and Vikings. Oh my god, TLO hits a wall.
So much firepower available right here from Naama. How the hell do you break that? You really can't, honestly, and this is incredibly strong.
We might just see this game go on for even longer, because TLO's like, well,
I don't know how to break that.
That's not going to work.
Yeah.
And there's literally nothing he can do. He's trying to get the Corruptor count and upgrades up high enough so he can actually combat the air now. But at the same time, it's... I mean, where do you go? We're going to have another nuke very, very shortly here, maybe. Or just... No, there's no nuke. Oh, yeah, there is. There it is.
Yeah.
In the center, and it's TLO. I don't think he knows where this one is for sure. He's like looking everywhere.
Lava at this point. I mean, which actually is not a terrible idea.
He has no idea where this is. He finds it now. Can he move in time? Just in time.
Yeah, he gets away from it.
Loses a lot of lava though.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually something I saw discussed on the Team Liquid forums, that like really late game, lava denial actually becomes a big deal, because if you kill lava stockpiles, that means that they can't remax. Oh, fungal growth, and in fact a neural parasite. Oh, fun times.
Oh, the Vikings!
Oh, such a good shot right there.
He needs to keep them there though.
Oh yeah, he needs to bring the rest of them, but it's
oh, he can't. EMPs,
neural parasite in
ghosts.
Battlecruiser. This is getting really odd right now, but I'm liking it a lot. Good cleanup right there, and he's just slowly edging his way through this.
Yeah, that was pretty close, but Naama lost a lot more there than TLO did for sure. And Naama is pushed back a little bit. The Broodlord count's still okay. It's at 8, 21 Corruptors, about to be 3-3.
Another nuke just went off actually on another hatchery there, and I think it might kill work. The thing is, the work count for both these guys has gone really low. Yeah. It's on about 50 each, because they both need larger armies.
And these Corruptors are going to be pretty strong actually with the Corruption spell. Despite, you know, the upgrades being good for Battlecruisers and Vikings, if he spreads them out against the Naama cannon, yeah, they're going to do a lot of damage actually. Broodlord's now finally sieging through this middle. This is what he needs, but he has to be so careful because the Vikings should be coming back, but no, Naama's just going to go for it.
Yeah, he's just going to trade at this point. He doesn't want to engage into that army. Who the hell would? And the question is, it's going to do a die type. TLO's going to be really careful.
Corruptors Infestors versus no ghosts. None of these ghosts have EMPs. If he gets a fungal growth down, every single thing is going to die here.
Those Corruptors are not going to die to anything. They have +5 armor. That's insane. They have 5 armor. They can eat Viking shots all day. And oh, nice fungal growth right there on the battlecruisers. Neural parasite on the battlecruisers right there. Yamato cannon. Oh, nicely done! Nicely done! Oh my god, another battlecruiser going down right there. TLO is on fire.
Naama is out of gas, man. He's out of gas. He's invested in so many upgrades, so many gas and units. He literally has 39 gas. What's he going to do? Reinforce with Marines? I don't think so. Not against this composition.
I think not. That would be a terrible idea. And it looks like TLO is going to start to break Naama right now. Patience is paying off. Massive fungal growth to the top. Oh, it's massive. It's huge. It's enormous. It's gigantic. And the Vikings as well. Oh my god.
These Corruptors and Broodlords are going to turn around and say, what's up? Because these Vikings are low in health. They will not survive any fight right now against TLO. And TLO, despite being behind, Naama's just thrown the game away to a certain extent because he was way too passive in this game, and TLO so patiently played and drawn this game out, is now at a humongous lead, and the Corruptors are going to come down now. Fungal growth is going to be able to clean up everything. There's too many Infestors, there's too few Ghosts, there's only 6, and they don't really have that much energy right now either. Well, actually they do in the middle, but still, way too many Broodlords and Corruptors.
Yeah, I mean, this is Skyzerg being played by TLO incredibly well, with Infestor support on the ground. Oh, Oh, huge EMP right there. Very nicely done there by Naama. And the majority of that energy has gone. There's so many infestors there. Another fungal growth goes down. He needs to avoid having those battle cruisers fungled in the center there.
The Corruptors weren't really in that fight then. He was laying off a little bit, but the gas from TLO is relatively high. You know, he's still mining gas from a couple of bases, and he actually hasn't spent that much gas in different upgrades. Like, he hasn't upgraded +3 missile attacks, for example. You know, that's the equivalent of getting all the upgrades. Right now, he hasn't. He hasn't TLO upgraded. He hasn't got the missile attacks. He hasn't got Burrow. I suppose that Naama's got everything. So Burrow. I'm actually looking around to see what TLO has.
Is there an upgrade that Naama doesn't own?
No, he's got everything. Okay, so he hasn't got +2 vehicle plating and so on. Right. But he's got pretty much everything else. So.
Well, yeah, he's got like one Thor, which that might benefit in the center there. But yeah, this is
a good nuke. This is what he needed to do a long time ago. Oh my god.
Seriously, this
no. TLO can see that, so
absolutely not, especially on creep. Yeah, but I mean, a nuke would turn this game around. It would. If this entire force was destroyed, certainly. And TLO's got to be really
secondary
cautious.
One there, TLO.
That's actually. Oh god, that's actually under the Broodlords right there.
Oh no. Okay, the ghost does go down.
The thing is, there's about 5,000 overseers, so I suppose it doesn't really make a difference.
Oh my god, there's too many battle cruisers here. I didn't actually see the count of that gets so high.
The count is ridiculous.
But a lot more Corruptors, 11 more on the way. There's still not that much gas. He needs to repair this. He's got a lot of money. He can use SCVs to repair these. Yeah, definitely. But still, the Corruptor count got bashed down there, and these battle cruisers are coming out on top. They are at 3-3-3 now with their upgrades. Corruptors are at 3-3 as well.
Yamato Cannon's pretty good. Yeah. This is the thing. You can take out a Corruptor per Yamato Cannon. You've got 10 Yamato Cannons available, then suddenly that Corruptor count goes down to basically nothing. And another Yamato Cannon now falling on the hatchery there. And this game has gone full retard, honestly.
Full retard.
You never, ever go full retard.
Oh, he's got to be so careful with these Corruptors, though. They are good, and there's a lot of them now as well. 27, 6 more, so he's going to be up to 33 very, very shortly. 33 Corruptors against 10 battle cruisers. I have never seen that in a game, so I don't know how this is going to go down. I've actually had no personal experience of this ever.
I think that's enough Corruptors to kill it, honestly. I mean, unless something really unpleasant ended up happening there, I would think that, especially with
SCVs underneath repairing as well, and a couple of Yamato cannons, and Vikings in the mix as well.
Maybe.
I don't know. How many Vikings are there? There's 5 Vikings, so not that many, but if he does repair them underneath as well, that could make the difference. Fungal growths have to hit, though. That's very, very important. But with nukes as well available, how is he going to get in decent position when the nuke is underneath his Broodlords? Because he has to concentrate on killing the ghosts rather than actually killing the army. So this is going to be a good engagement for sure when this happens.
This is going to be highly entertaining, certainly. This is not exactly what you usually see. And honestly, this is one of the times when actually having the
Broodlords going down.
Here we go.
Can't afford to lose Broodlords.
There goes our Yamato Cannon. He wants to be careful about using those Yamato Cannons, though, because that's a lot of Corruptors that are going in right there. And he must watch out. The Vikings are not going to do too much damage to that heavily upgraded Corruptors. Yeah. This is one of the times where the production tab is actually useless. Unit composition tab is what you need to be seeing right now.
I mean, the thing is that there's so many Marines in go. There's actually a lot more anti-air for Naama than there is TLO. Literally Corruptors and Infestors, which can get EMP'd, as you can see. But big grab. If he can kill all these off, that could change the game. That could actually change everything. And he's going to get it too. Yeah,
he gets it. He gets it. And Nuke even ends up, I think, hitting the battle cruiser in the process.
There's no more EMPs. There's no snipes or anything. So TLO did get a big win there.
Yeah, that was really nice there by TLO. Naama actually plunging in supply for the first time in a very long time.
Indeed. And TLO does jump on this command center, not letting any more gas get in for Naama whatsoever. And 15 more Marines coming out though. So Fungal growths are going to become so important in this game once again because there's so little ghosts. It's actually have a look. There's 2 ghosts out there, 3 more in the making. So Corruptors are going to be able to snipe as well. Got to be so careful though, because 3-3 Marines do tear through these.
Yeah, they do. I think that's going to be the big deal, isn't it? The TLO can't engage without his Infestor ground support, because if he does, then his Skyzerg is going to be torn apart, and then the battle cruisers become basically unstoppable. So he's got to really watch out for that one. Corruptors now moving in. They would love to just snipe off like an outlying battle cruiser here and there, and they should be able to do that. I mean, look at the DPS. It's insane. Trade a battle cruiser for 2 Corruptors, which is totally fine. And if TLO continues to pick off battle cruisers here and there, and wears that force down, then Naama's going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, this is such a passive game. We got 45 minutes now.
So much for the schedule, eh?
Yeah, Night End Thor's aim, by the way, starts in 1 minute. Oh no, no, it doesn't, because this is still going on. So that will go basically straight into that afterwards. But nice Neuroparasite once again.
He's a Yamato. Actually, no, he hasn't got the energy for Yamato. Never mind. He's pulling it back. He's pulling it back. And right, so a massive fungal. Look at the size of that. That's insane. Oh god, that's not a fungal growth. That's a fungal plague coming down on top of Naama.
SCV's killing Infestor in the bottom right as well.
What? Stab it. Go on, get it. Drill its ass. There we go.
And actually, the Marine takes a steal kill. That guy's definitely a Hun player.
Oh, kill stealing whore.
But this army though, it's all about position though. If TLO can find a position where like this, like he's killing Marines for free right now, so that's really good for him. And this army's slowly getting smaller, but it's so close. It's really hard to call either way. And I think that TLO's starting to get an advantage though, because Naama is running out of money and TLO's still got some.
Yeah, exactly. He's okay. He's still mining, and there goes another engagement. Yamato cannons,
one-shot Brood Lords.
Yeah, the Yamato cannons are pretty good, guys.
Good fungals.
Very nice fungal right there. Lots of damage being done. Not enough medevac support in the air actually to keep them alive through those fungals either. Naama supply dropping below 120 for the first time in maybe about 25 minutes. So this is looking bad. Naama looks like he's going to be going out of this shortly.
Well, the thing is, Naama has to get hold of this base. That's why the fights have moved down here now, because previously it was Naama trying to stop TLO. Oh, big hits there, but look at this. Oh my god, the battle cruisers are just melting down. He's only down to 6 now, and Corruption as well.
He's going all the way through there, and the ground force just melts. That engagement was disastrous there for Naama.
TLO.
That is pretty much it. Naama is down to 40 supply. GG, ladies and gentlemen. What a ridiculous game that was, and there you go.
TLO does it.
TLO.
He does it. Does it. And Mrs. Odie says food is ready, but
delicious.
TLO. Wow, 2-0 against Naama, and well, there's your reason for inviting TLO into this tournament.
That's also the reason why you don't build battle cruisers against Zerg, because that ends up happening. But
wow,
wow, that was insane. A ridiculous game from both of us. You've got to give it to both of them for putting on one of the most entertaining matches we've seen in ages.
That was crazy. That was so long and crazy.
Yep. Pretty much every upgrade researched on both sides there, and every unit put into play at some point.
Yep. Wow.
Nuts.
Every upgrade, every unit.
Actually, Naama didn't build a Reaper. So, but or a Raven actually, come to think of it, yeah. Raven might have been all right in that situation. Some Seeker missiles might have helped him.
Seeker missiles could have helped out a lot against the Brood Lords, slow Brood Lords, and possibly
Infestors as well. I mean,
Infestors.
the large clumps of Infestors, definitely. That's a
I don't think neither of them really have experience that hard into that kind of late game.
Does anyone have experience into that?
Brood Lords and Corruptors.
That's not supposed to go that way. That's not supposed to happen.
Nope.
Crazy. But TLO advances, and extremely good Zerg play there from him. Naama showing strong, but TLO does take him out, and he advances into the round of 4, so good going there for our liquid player.
TLO gets some money, and he will be facing off against Nurtio. A Zerg versus Zerg rematch
against
from a lot
Nurtio.
Of
oh, that's the inventiveness of TLO versus the ZVZ dominance of Nurtio.
Yeah, and
wow,
TLO beat Nurtio last time they played, so. And in a tournament, they beat him 2-1. Will he be able to keep up that? Will Nurtio get revenge? We'll have to find out. That is the first semi-final happening later on.
Yes, it is.
But we will be going into the third game in about 5 minutes or so, 5-10 minutes, which is going to be Night End versus Thorzane.
Might not be as crazy as what we just saw, but I think it's going to be pretty close, honestly. I'm looking forward to seeing what Night End could pull out here, and Thorzane obviously is consistently good form.
That's going to be a good series for sure.
Folks. Scan Invitational, folks, is brought to you by scan.co.uk. Go check out scan.co.uk/today only for many hardware offers. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes to bring you the next game.